So firstly, tell us, what is the Whistleblower House?
Good afternoon, Mandy, and thank you for having us. And again, thank you today for honoring us in our launch this morning. Your question, what is the Whistleblower House? We feel there was a deep need to assist whistleblowers that was totally inadequate in our current system and society in our country. And so our vision really is to help the whistleblower on a holistic way. So to minimize any adverse impact on the whistleblower and to help them in every sphere that they need.
So how would this work in practice then, Cynthia? Could a potential whistleblower, somebody who's thinking about blowing the whistle, come to you, and what kind of assistance would you then give them?
So right from the start, should the whistleblower come to us, we will firstly do a risk assessment of that whistleblower, meaning that they will obviously have to be interviewed and all relevant data would be obtained from this whistleblower, and just to assess their direct needs. Because sometimes a whistleblower would come to us and may need psychological assistance first and make that a priority rather than legal assistance. So it's doing that risk assessment with them. From there, it's then following the whistleblower to where their best next need is. So for instance, we already facilitating and working with the legal fraternity. We have 2 legal firms on board who are prepared to do work on a pro bono basis, and that is a big win for us. We also have the Psychological Society of South Africa willing to work with us. So should our whistleblowers need that type of need and service, we then facilitate access to that. We're also looking at security and safety of the whistleblower. So should they need that, we will engage in security officers and safety mechanisms as in safe accommodation, where whistleblowers may need a safe place to stay while they're going through their whistleblowing experience. We also look at the family associated, the impact of the family. How can we minimize the trauma to the family, the knock-on effect with children, etc. They need to still go to school. They need to have a relevantly normal life. And how can we make that as normal as possible for them? And so it's looking at this broad-based way of how do we help whistleblowers, and we walk the path with them to get them to at least feel that someone is got their back and taking care of them.
Cynthia, and we know how much this is needed in South Africa. We've heard the stories of somebody like Babita Deokaran, the Gauteng Health Department whistleblower who was shot dead, of Ethel Williams, who's had to leave the country. And the reality from so many whistleblowers is that they are treated as pariahs, as impimpis, that they wear the scarlet letter W, that they are pushed to the fringes of a society. So that's why there is so much need for an organization like this, but also there is a need for a change in legislation and how we as South Africans treat whistleblowers. Will you be doing any advocacy, or is that something that you are not going to delve into?
We will definitely doing advocacy on the legislation, but not a direct involvement. We already know that there are other NGOs involved with taking the Protected Disclosures Act further through enhancing it and improving it, and they've already done extensive work. So what we would probably do is lend our name as amicus curiae to their work and advocate as we speak to other whistleblowers. And also if we discover anything else that is not covered, as we've already came across, that's not covered in the current Protected Disclosures Act, is give that information forward so that the groups that are working on it can take it forward and take it through the legal process in order for it to be changed and benefit the whistleblower.
So, Cynthia, just lastly, if people want to help, if they want to donate money, if they want to get in touch with you, where do they go?
We have our website. Our website is live. They can go there. It's www.whistleblowerhouse.org. And if they want to email any of us directly, they can email at info@whistleblowerhouse, all one word, .org. and they can contact us that way.
The Midday Report
with Mandy Wiener.
12 to 1 on 702.
702.